Okay, it's 7 twice. If you look at the numbers, not only is it 6 7, but it is 17, right? And so Spirit just said to record it and have faith that they're not going to erase it. I say that because they've literally been erasing my videos from my phone, which is extremely frustrating. But considering I'm a trafficking survivor with surmounting evidence, they do that. So, anyways, so here's the oracle guidance for today, right? So the three decks I'm using in this moment are the three from Abiola, the African Goddess, the Secrets of the Ancestors, and the Faces of Oshun. The reason Oshun, okay. I'm also going to do some Earth Warriors by Alana Fairchild. And then I have this deck that has been sitting with me for the longest. It's unopened, but Spirit says today is the day to open it, okay? As I move into honoring my dark feminine energy, not just mine, but collectively, here's the guidance. So with my oracles, I will pull randomly. It may not make sense, but it makes a whole story. And what I love about it is not using one deck gives the overall story from multiple perspectives. Being a Gemini, being an air sign, this is something that we do, okay? So Spirit is guiding me to start with the Black Moon Lilith, right? The Cosmic Alchemy Oracle, unopened. So we're going to open it here together today. I mean, I've literally had this for months unopened because I'll do that. I'll get an oracle because I know I need it, and then I have like life in, and I don't get a chance to get to it. Hold on, let me get something to help open it. So while we're doing this, I just wanted to offer some guidance as we move through. So one of the things I love about the feminine is the duality, right? Yes, it is soft and sovereign, and hold on, we're gonna need a knife to open it. No, we're not. We just need to focus. There we go. Oh no, did I poke a hole in it? Oh no, this is raw. I'm not gonna edit this out either because it's like me opening the deck. Yeah, thank you, Spirit. Spirit reminded me. Someone was like with one of my things. Oh, they were thinking while they were watching my video. Oh, she had those cards lined up. It's like no, actually I don't. I just do this because this is what I do. Right? I'm naturally highly intuitive. Like high, like heavenly intelligence. Okay, like heaven intelligence. And so with this guidance here that's coming, this is for the divine feminine, right? We're in the time of the awakening has already happened for many of us, but a lot of people I feel energetically are stuck. And so here's where we're just going to grab two from the top, right? Your intuition. I just turned 41. Trust, insight, awareness, guidance, right? We're not trusting our intuition enough. Our intuition is literally our built-in compass to keep us safe, to keep us sovereign, to keep us in alignment. And with me turning 41, I'm like literally turning into a being a light, honey, okay? And it's our vitality. So I'm the embodiment of strength and vitality, radiating physical power and vibrant life and force. What I'm getting from this is that people's energies are being drained, not just collectively from other people, but from themselves, from not honoring all aspects of them. And we are still in Gemini season, baby. And one thing about me, 333 on the clock, is we gonna have some duality, honey. Okay, you gonna see me on here, rainbows and sunshine one day, and then it's gonna be perceived darkness. But without one, you can't have the other, right? Without light, there's no dark. Here, they said switch hands. In fact, we're going to do this. Yep. Make it easier on ourselves. So as we open this Black Moon Lilith Cosmic Alchemy Oracle, I got this because I was getting a shadow, not a shadow, a birth chart reading on my Lilith. Okay, it's 404 on the clock. Divine perfection. Okay, unapologetic patriarchy. So we're gonna start with before we look at what's on top. Before we look at that, we're gonna do this right here. Okay. Mind you, this is a new deck. I don't know it, but I trust it. What is the overall collective message that is for our highest good, for our liberation? Okay, let's start there. Collective liberation. Ooh, I just felt a surge of energy and I'm feeling restriction in my throat, which is telling me that we are still choking our words. We're still not honoring our throat chakra. That also too, because I'm a medium, someone who's coming through who is unalived. Oh, of course, Ashley Janae, here she comes again. Okay. Why is that? Because she did not commit suicide. We know that. Okay. Focus. 13, Lilith, the dark divine mother of creation. They said, take a picture. What page is that? 28. Okay, so when Lilith shows up in a reading, it's time to unleash who you truly are. Where have you allowed others to demonize, suppress, and control you? Stand in your power like the dark mother of creation once did. Lilith was rebellious and untamed like a wild tree. In ancient occult symbology, the tree is tied to the goddess of fertility and the divine feminine. Unfortunately, her roots are uprooted and she was ousted from paradise. This oracle card invokes her wild and rebellious nature. She, like the other empowered women in biblical texts, are painted as vengeance-seeking demon, still in fear. Now, let me tell you why this is relevant too. Someone literally in the past had referred to me as the whore of Babylon, because of my 555 on the clock right now, because of my life in as an oppressed person in prostitution. Now, let me tell you, that was not what I wrote for myself. That was something that I was forced into, and like I said, it's so hard to get out. It's so easy to get in, but the point is, she was saying this dark energy is coming up. This dark energy is being harnessed. Like, without the darkness brings liberation. We didn't just ask for our go to the slave master and say, hey, can we get free? No, we didn't do that. We got tactful. We got rebellious. We got, not in some cases, vengeful, but I'm not a vengeful goddess. Well, what I am going to do is bring balance, okay, and order and reset some stuff. So the dark divine mother of creation on page 28 in the oracle from Alana Fairchild, the one that brings the powers to heaven to earth, the Crystal Mandela, 28 is literally descending power. Now, historically speaking, I would go to the hospital around the 28th because after I realized the pattern, because of the energy of the month and descending power of being the current of the powers from heaven down to earth and the downward current to allow you to manifest. Okay. And so because it was so strong and powerful, before I learned how to harness my gifts and use my own discernment, I would end up in the hospital usually around the 28th. Also, our 8 plus 2, right? Are we on 10 yet? Also 8 minus 2 is what? 6, the month that we're in, right? The month of Revelation. So we're going to get to this here in a moment. 29, why is that relevant? Not only 18 for heavenly mercy, 8 and 1, 9 support. 9 minus 2 is 7, correct? That's next month. The things I've seen, we need to add more sacred play into it, but also to 7th heaven, right? It says, step into your sovereignty, show your untamed and wild nature. That is so relevant because a lot of you are still operating on this paradigm, on this system of pleasing the oppressors. Like, let's stop that. Like, let's put that to bed. Okay, almost 8:08 on the clock. So what's the first one on top? 8:08. Unleash the power. Oh, does that say Black Moon and Lilith and Aries lead your life? Why is this so relevant? Because I tried to post it last night. My Lilith is in Aries, the same as Michael Jackson. We were literally sitting here to shake stuff up, like to not conform. Now we're gonna go ahead and again, bless the deck, the highest good for us. Now, we did what we know with the dark divine creatress mother. What do we need in this moment to help aid our liberation that people are avoiding? Okay, that the avoidance, the shadow side. Okay, this one they say love and abundance. Okay, so why does that make sense? It's a dual reading, right? Not only is it 25, are we on 10 yet again? 7 again. Here we go with the numbering, right? But love and abundance to Venus, the love and abundance, people are not operating in a frequency of actual unconditional love, and they're living in scarcity, which is limiting their abundance. Now, I've already manifested. This is already like a visualization of me in the future, honey. Okay, but not just me. When I rise, we all rise. This is like part of my collective mission. Okay, but what we're seeing here with this love and abundance, right? It's a lack of sovereignty and doing what you need to do to actually build your abundance. And I'm going to say this too, okay? A lot of people right now are operating in the frequency that is leaving them in misery, okay? So what I don't do readings, I do recalibrations of the energy, just naturally intuitive, because yes, I do know you, and I do know your soul's path, and I do know what you're supposed to be doing. Not a lot of readers can necessarily exactly say that, but because of my unique blueprint, because of my unique mission, one of many, It's my job to find people and intervene, like divine intervention for evolution. Not like die, but divine intervention for evolution within your soul. Okay, so what is the positive that we're working with? 10:10 on the clock, okay? The Lilith in Pisces, what is this saying right here? Honor your boundaries. 12, 12. Are we in the land of the 12s? Didn't I tell you that? So honoring your boundaries. So the positive thing is, yes, we do have boundaries up, right? I set boundaries with spirit yesterday. I set boundaries with my own energy, and I felt disappointed that I didn't accomplish all the things that I needed to do, but everything happens in divine timing. But 12 is also in the Shaman's Oracle, the dragon's horde, okay? The dragon's horde who is literally protecting the future. Now, they said to tie this reading in, we're going to stop this at 11:11. We're already at 10:48. We're going to go here. We got those numbers. Okay, we're going to go here and do the faces of Oshun, right? The one that I had pulled was a different one. We're going to stop part 1 and then do the collective together. Breathe in Oshun energy. Thank you, Goddess. 15, worthiness, self-respect. I am worthy of love, success, and abundance. You can't make this stuff up. What page is it on? Okay, we're going to tap in spirit. Page 80. Okay, so it says initiation of mirrors. 15. Also 15 in the tarot is the devil, right? A lot of people are chained by their choice spirits, so just go with it. I just got really hot. Worthiness, self-worth, and self-respect. So when we lack boundaries, when we lack autonomy over ourselves, when we are not living in our authentic sovereignty, we are literally limiting ourselves. And I'm a mirror, right? Come through, Aaliyah. I'm just a mirror of what I see, but at your best, you are love. So I'm going to say this right now because obviously this is one of my new decks too. I started pulling that a month ago. Not even pulling, just like intuitively guidebooking. And it says, I'm worthy of love, success, and abundance. Spirit says, take a couple pictures just in case this. What to do now? Quit self-sabotaging habits and negative self-talk. Oh, perfect segue. So I've started literally the PST, the Prophet is Starting Trends, has started a positivity soul train of positive self-talk. And so I want, if you're seeing this, to drop one thing that you love about yourself. Let's not even go with something that you've accomplished. One thing that you loved about yourself. Okay. And I'm going to go with my creativity. I love how in the midst of the struggle, the storm, like the fuckery, sorry kids, the magnitude of attacks that I go through, I am still super creative in the way that I'm getting things across. And yes, yesterday's breakdown was not a breakdown, it was a breakthrough because I was still holding on to things that were not in alignment. I wasn't honoring my worth. I wasn't honoring my self-worth, and I wasn't respecting myself by still giving people basically the authority over my life. Like if I'm going to be a fully sovereign being, okay, that means I need to ruffle some feathers when it challenges my thing, not in a malicious way, but in a way of like, hey, I'm going to tell my truth. I'm sorry, not sorry if it makes you uncomfortable, but what I write in my poem. I'm sorry if my tears I'm not sorry if my tears make you uncomfortable. Your privilege makes me frustrated. Like that's how it feels. And this isn't just Michael Jackson come through, not a white or black thing. It's a humanity thing. Like some people are living more privileged lives. That's why I always practice gratitude for everything. She said, in fact, tap animal. Yes, I didn't get to eat breakfast yet. We're going to set a boundary. This right here. Did y'all forget about her? This is the reality for so many people, especially children in other countries. And I'm sorry, not sorry if it makes you uncomfortable. And if it doesn't, then something else is going on deeper within you. But the point is, I always have gratitude for food because I remember when I was starving, when I did not have food, right? I remember this beautiful young girl who, Amal Hassan, right? It's the AM. She says, do time check 1425, 726, right? The Sacred Mother, but also 6 times 2 is 12, protecting the future. There's no reason why we should be out here not collectively feeding the earth, right? There's more than enough. The lack and scarcity mindset comes from a lack of abundance. Speaking of which, they say go to the earth oracles. I thought we were going to stop at the spirit says just go with the flow, okay? Remember, when you create boundaries that are rigid, you miss the magic, okay? Yes. So what do you mean? So spirit always tells me, like, I'm not a perfectionist, but I'm a performer in a way that, like, it's authentic, but I want things to align in a certain way. But my magic literally comes from my mystery comes from just how I could do it, just do it to it. Oh, like what's on top? Mars. Drive, energy, and passion of 26. Okay, I say we're in line. 15:15 on the clock when we said that, right? Right, take a deep breath in. Slow down. Okay. Slow down. Janae's coming through. Calm down. You are protected. Now, Earth Warrior, tap in. Who are we tapping into? Oh, stop playing with her magic. 15 on the clock. Hearing truth. There's a deeper truth that shall bring peace to your heart, offering your guidance, comfort, and renewal. You are guided to turn within for your answers. Do not allow another to interrupt, influence, or distort your personal, trusting relationship with the divine. Allow spirit to be your highest counsel always, and you shall never be led astray. You shall know that the words to speak and the consciousness to hold them, to evoke healing and set the, okay, so confirmation, excuse me, we had to burp. I'm literally like the walking truth, right? It's perhaps the shaman hears with the soul. I don't hear with actual perceived truth. I hear with absolute truth. That's why they named me the GOAT. That's why this ends on page 116, because who? Ali is 116, but also he said you put me right over there as if you knew this moment was coming, right? 47 on the clock. 116 is also the birthday of Jason Ford. JF, Justice and Freedom, right? That's the first time he's ever told me that. My soldier in heaven, 116 is his birthday, 17 on the clock. Authentic voice. Authentic voice of what? The Most High. I told them this. I have no reason to lie. I'm just going to be who I'm a be who I am, right? Freedom time. Also, so right here, right? Jason Ford has the same birthday, 1717 on the clock. Daddy, tap in. Jason Ford. Oh, she's 14. Right, breathe. I just got a download about a missing girl who's 14, and I'm trying to track her location, right? I have so many things. Let's go take a fresh breath. We're going to have to renew this. I'm going to try to keep them 20 minutes or less. Maybe I'll do like half a thing and be like, for part one or whatever. We do this. Right. Getting fresh air for taking a fresh approach to finding Fitz Ariana. Okay? But not just Fitz Ariana, not just Ariana Fitz. Oh, yes. The grass is cold and wet. Okay. Right, 1754, right on time. There you go, goddess. Listening to your intuitive wisdom as the mother of earth, okay? The heart of earth, the hoe, the healer of earth, the healer of our enemies, our energies. Right, let's just all take a breath to calm down. There's so much running through my current. You would think that today was the 28th. Right, there goes a crow in the bush. Not the bush, the tall tree. There. Oh, that was a geese. Caw, caw, caw. Okay, so I should start my day out with, yes. Okay. Jason's birthday is 116. Aaliyah's birthday is 116. Flip 116 is 911. Jason joined the army because of what happened on 9/11. He was killed 2 weeks before he was supposed to come home in January, around Christmas time, by a roadside bomb, by an RB, a rebirth. Right. There's so many spirits here right now at 19. It's okay if she has to emotionally release. She could do this. This is my spirit team, my high-ranking angels guiding me through this moment. This is so authentic and rare. Like, my soul really is a rare ancient soul. Roz. Rise up, goddess. Let the world bear witness of your infinite grace. Internal goddess. Intelligent goddess. IG. Hey, she's back. Yeah, I time travel all the time too. TTYL, time travel your life. Oh, okay. Focus. He said 9/11, right? And then Aaliyah's birthday is 1/16, which is 1/16, 9/11. She was killed on that plane crash. I'm going to stand by her truth. She did not, that was a sacrifice that they did. And I know this because almost the same thing happened to me like less than a month ago. Trying to go from Atlanta to Seattle, right? Tap in exactly on the 17th when I was in Atlanta, rerouted by the hate. Divine intervention also because Malik Polk was in Atlanta missing from the 17th. And this is confirmation that there's military involved in his disappearance. Like, I still feel him breathing air. Right, reach out to mom right now. Time check, 20:34, 7:32, right? Blessings versus struggles. Oh my goddess. I literally feel like I have the weight in the world. Daddy says get this out and then ended at 21 back with the picture of truth. Okay. This is my dad. He transitioned on 1/16 right before I could develop the relationship that we were supposed to have. He was systemically targeted too, okay? Come through, daddy. 23, 21. This is the truth, okay? You're hearing truth. Because HT, yes, Harriet Tubman come through. She got visions and voices from God, and she was me in a past life. I told them this, but they say I'm having auditory hallucinations at 21:21. There's nothing about that because 21:21 is 42. Mother God, miracles in motion, right? Miracles in motion. Right, the mother of fire, shine and rise. Are we on 10, 10, 10? 30. Yes, own it all, the good, the bad, and the potentially ugly. Own your power. Living life by your own rules is not easy, but this is necessary for you. Let the haters hate. Look how it's getting blurry. Stop trying to blur the vision. Exactly. Look at this. Use your powers and influence for good. The mother of fire shows up as the mitochondrial Eve. I told y'all I was Eve, who science says is the first woman and the most common ancestor for all humans. The black woman's power. Yes, I told y'all all came from me, but you don't want to believe it. So the shadow aspect is be aware of jealousy, deceit, betrayal. Are you the one being shady? Stop trying to preserve your image. Life is too short to be shallow. It's giving Queens of Wand energy, and the guidance is my confidence. I am divine. I am magnetic. Okay. So we're going to have to recap this later. It's at 22 minutes. I feel like people who are meant to, right, take some water to see this are going to understand it. Did we do all the decks? No, she said you didn't do that. Okay. Right, we're just going to keep rolling with it. I've seen readings that are like an hour long, but these are recalibrations. I used to do this all the time, like on a daily basis. Okay, so Spirit said 23, of course. Why 23? Ascended Master Jesus Christ and meaningful sacrifice. So hold on, we're being called to go. Before we get to the ancestors, nope, she said that was your first mind. Don't let them distract you. Okay. Not the ancestors, the goddess rising one. Okay. The African goddess rising. Where'd she go? Like you was just sitting there. Am I sitting on you? No. Did you fall? Yes. Okay. Right. And what is coming out? 36. Trust your intuition. 23:33 on the clock. Okay. So we're going to go ahead and tap into our African Goddess Rising Oracle guidebook. 2342 leads us to Goddess of Truth. Okay. Temple of the Griots, the element water. Didn't they just tell me to take a sip of water? Now look at, there's the connection, goddess. 6-8, okay? Nundi, the bold, outspoken wife of Benin Iwa, deity, the Geba was, I'm sorry y'all if I'm pronouncing your names wrong, I will do my research, was feeling neglected by her husband. Even with several wives, his head easily turned. So Nundi lived her truth, took her own lover, and became her own best friend. Okay? Guidance, get real. What is your truth? Truth telling matters. Being able to hear the truth matters just as much as, Hold on. She said, read that again. Get real. Okay. Grand Rising. Time check real quick. Like actual time check. Because I know Genesis Reed ain't dead. That baby. Oh my God. It's okay. 7:36. Didn't we just say 36? So we're in total alignment right now for the divine feminine assignment. Okay. Yes, honey. Okay. So get real. What is your truth? Truth telling matters. Being able to hear the truth matters just as much. So let's just show you how we pivoted from that. 21 here is hearing truth. Also 3 times 4 is what? 12. So we got 12s all the way around the board to get us to 36 like magic, okay? Hearing truth. Because they're hiding truth. That is the truth, that they're hiding the truth. Like literally erasing my stuff and everything. Okay, so it says embodiment. Tell the truth. Each person has their own version. Speak your words. Words have impact. Remember that we all have triggers. Think before you speak and listen with compassion. Be gentle and stay calm in truth-telling conversations. The truth is my friend is the declaration. 6 upside down. It's a 9 now. Okay, so what I was first 2 on the clock with my visions of almost like a wave of magnetic truth coming over the next 72 hours. Confirmation. Breathe. Take a sip of water. Oh no, take a sip of tea. For magnetic. For Malik. For medium. For magician. For mother. For muzzled. That's why. Now, why did you come up with that after you took a sip? Did y'all not watch Get Out? Okay, Get Out is get out. Go where? Deeper into the truth. The truth ain't pretty, but coming from this pretty mouth, the truth is fitting. Now, why the tea? Okay, you could tap back in. The tea, right? The teacup, because they're taking colors, they're taking children, they're touching children, they're torturing children, they're taking colors, they're doing all these things, right? The movie in itself was about stealing black people's souls. That's a real thing that's actually happening. This is not fantasy. Once you understand and know universal law, you'll understand that they have to give us the truth in plain sight. Okay? Meaning the things that you watch, 27,000. The things, 14, right? Purification. The things that you watch, you think are entertainment, are actually happening to people. That's why I stopped watching a lot of things, including Stranger Things and Handmaid's Tale, because I realized I was living it. Now the T is that Ashley Janae, the Empress Ashley, TEA, okay, is the Earth Angel. Now, she said she didn't unalive herself. She said that, right, confirmation, there was an asphyxiation. Okay, she did not commit suicide. She did not die by suicide. And we're going to stand on that and ride on the truth. And what I'm hearing from her is that there's going to be shocking revelation of some down low, dirty deal. This is what Spirit likes to show me, like backhanded deals and sealed rooms with like secret societies. Like she choked SC. Like safety concerns. Oh, it's all coming together in the most magnetic way. And we're going to let this ride out, because what we're not going to do is try to, exactly, they said don't even feed that energy. This will post. This will record and you will repost it immediately. Okay. What I'm seeing here, what Spirit is showing me in so many different cases, they're like all tapping in right now. Because yes, the Earth Angel Medium, they're on my team. Team TEAM. The Earth Angel Medium is the Earth Angel magician who stops what? The Earth Angel's murders. Okay? So what I'm saying by this, and I got my eyes closed for this moment because I don't want to worry about numbers on the clock. I don't want to do any of that. In fact, we're going to intuitively reach and grab something, and then y'all going to see what it says first. Before I even look at this, I'm just going to go ahead and say that what I'm feeling right now is that there's so much HT, hidden truths, that are going to be resurfacing. It almost feels like an explosion of truth, like ET. Right. It's not extraterrestrial. I mean, that is the thing, but it's exposing truths. And they try so hard to keep the truth buried so much that Virginia is coming through. Virginia and Michaela DePrince. Okay, 29, right, because she was 29 when she transitioned. And they didn't give the cause of death because that was an unaliving too of child number 27. Know that they have the 27 code. So let me just tell you about my gifts, right? My my visionary gifts, VL, vanilla gifts, my visionary gifts is that I see in the darkness because I am the darkness. I've been through all of these things. And the problem is with society is they don't believe black women. They don't support, encourage, and believe black women. Or they do, and they pick and choose whose pedestals they have. And a lot of people, I'm sorry, not sorry, Spirit gonna say sold out, okay? Not necessarily selling their soul, but selling their likeness and their light to be utilized by dark forces. Can I look at the card yet, Spirit? Spirit says no, not yet, because we're gonna grab a page to go with it, okay? Because I'm like a page, right? I'm like a scribe. This is a deck that's calling to me. Before we get into this one, we're going to go like this. Here, I'm going to keep the card face down. We're just going to intuitively open, close eyes, and feel energy of what? 19, the shadow of shame. 19 is also 10, again, karmic grace, page 38. 38 is 38 for what? The spirit realm, right? But also 8 times 3 is 24. Also 8 minus 3 is 5. Okay, so 24 karat magic in the air, head to toe. HT, so player, look out. Now Kobe and Gigi are coming through. These are all strategic unalivings. And I've been able to prove this 3111 on the clock. Divine intervention happening. Take a sip of water. Thank you so much, water, for guiding me to the next soul that I need to intervene with. Oh, what are you hearing right now? ST is suicidal thought. I'm sending a thought to this person in the collective saying you do not have shame. Do not have guilt around this. Your life matters. This is your divine intervention. You're not hearing anything. This is the voice of God telling you that your life matters. And watch, I bet you I see something today of someone who's saying something of them not wanting to be on the physical realm. Right, get back into it. So this is the shadow aspect, right? The whole temple of the shadows. And the shadow of shame. The shadow temple, fire. And long Bubba, Susie keeps the children of Belize terrified. BT, Belize terrified. Breonna Taylor, tap in, okay? Viewed as the shadow monster. Oh God, Charlize. Eileen is tapping in too. Oh wow, I know this is happening. I can handle it. I just need to slow down because I'm literally feeling my breath restricted, okay? As if in this moment they're trying to silence the truth again. Like spiritually gag me from, because she's God. Yes, and I summon goddesses to protect me, right? Archangel Michael, cut the cord of this energy that is trying to, oh, Goddess Kali, cut the cord of that energy. My ears itching. Okay, y'all are really trying it. Okay, just read through Power Through Goddess. You know this. She has the power to kill or nurture with her long, scary breast. Okay, long, scary breasts that contain milk and poison. The beautiful Afro-Indigenous spirit may be a distortion of the Arwak Tamu moon goddess Atabi. Okay. Long Bubba Susie's shadow guidance. You are beautiful and you are loved. Every part of you and your journey is beautiful. Even the ugliest moments, your heart, you have a heart, soul, and breath that makes you beautiful. So the embodiment is you are secretly scared that you are not enough. Shame is lying to you. I wrote a whole poem called Shameless. You are not broken, unlovable, ugly, or unworthy. Shame keeps you small and hiding. Accept yourself now. You are bright light. Allow yourself to see who you really are. You are doing the best you very can. You are lovable and you are complete. The guidance is, the declaration is, I am protected. Now, why does this matter on page 39? It matters for several reasons. 39 in the Crystal Mandela is literally the conquering lion segment, right? The passion of the lion heart, okay? The passion of the lion heart, not the lion heart, but the lion heart, like a lioness, like from Lyra, right? Like the Lyran oracle. We're gonna intuitively grab that from, this is reading's getting long. You'll break it up into parts and you'll put the whole thing. Okay. It's right. Stop calling it a reading. It's a recalibration. Also, how do you know I am protected? Did I not just call in Archangel Michael? Archangel Michael Jackson, to be specific, to cut the cord. They're reminding me that I'm protected. Now I'm being threatened on every level, in every way, every day. But what they're showing me in this moment is to have faith that I am on, in fact, the right side of truth. Okay, I'm not gonna rot. I'm not gonna let my freedom rot in hell. Right side of truth, right of truth. ROT. Freedom, freedom, I can't move. Freedom, cut me loose. Well, that's because the T on Beyonce, I'm sorry, not sorry, I'm gonna say it, is you are not in alignment with the divine assignment as far as like authenticity. There's a lot of performance, a lot of shadow, a lot of masking, a lot of destroying other women, other feminine, divine feminines to feed your entity. Okay, so we'll get into that. We did the prophecy reading with the Mother of Mysteries, and I'm the one who put it together because I said a long time ago I'm gonna be bigger than Beyonce, not because I want to be bigger than Beyonce, but because my authenticity is going to garner the support that we need. Because 9 times 3 is 27, right? Spiritual connection. With amethyst, I think I have the amethyst sitting up there somewhere. She says, you don't even need the crystals. Oh, so I'm to that point? No, but you know what? I'm going to... 35. I'm holding an angelic crystal right now to call on the protection. Exactly. They said you don't do this enough. Call on my angels. Meaning, call on my angels. I literally have the power to command angels. And I command angels that we're here at 7:48 to do the backup plan of the untamed. The universal truth that's being communicated through her right now at 36:31. They said, okay, go to okay, since you mentioned the universe and the universal wisdom's in front of you, now you got to open it. This is live and intuitive guidance. Okay, so there's a couple things that are already in here. We're going to look and see. Oh, the first one to open to, there was nothing in there. It's floating memories. Free me from this bondage. Okay, at page 48, at literal time 7:48. Here, get the shot so you can, 7:48. Okay, zoom in. Sorry, Mom. I'm going to quickly, sweetheart. 7:48. Okay, it's not letting me take the picture. Try again. There we go. First you don't succeed, try again. Floating memories on page 48. This card signifies the wondrous experiences coming your way. Yet in order for this new experience to manifest in your life, you must first come to terms with and release the past. Didn't I tell you I was having a hard time releasing the past? That's one thing about me. I will hold on to some stuff. That is my shadow because I see the value in every experience. It took me 30 years to literally throw away the cast from when my arm was broken. Not because I wanted to hold on to the memory, but because the memory of me not being believed by my mom, because her husband said my arm wasn't broken, he was a paramedic, caused me to go to school with a broken arm for 2 to 3 days before they sent me to the hospital and realized that my arm was broken. So I held on to that memory for a long time because it signified me not being believed and supported by the people who I love and trusted who were supposed to protect me. In releasing the past, you are paving the way into a brilliant future and life will seem new and exciting. Do not hold on to the feelings of fear, failure, or regret, or fear. Each expression of your life and your reaction to it is valid for that time. Past failures, losses, and pain all served as a positive purpose in your life. You're a positive, motivating force within my heart. Regardless of whether you feel that your past experiences were positive or negative, you have grown from each one. You are who you are because of your history, and all your experiences have helped you grow in love and wisdom. Yes, Goddess. Every experience has some way blessed you. And this is what I'm saying at 38:51. Embrace the past and forgive anything that needs forgiving. Liberate yourself from all illusions. Liberate illusions. All real. I'm seeing truth. 39%. 39. 39, 15 on the clock. Right, 27. Breathe. Be fully present. Okay. Be fully present, free people. And remember that you are not the same person you once were. For life is forever changing. You may now move forward and explore life with whatever way your heart desires. 49. The Lady of the Rose. So the other ones that we got the other day were the Tree of Life, right? We're going to get to that and we're going to pull all these out and we're going to do one creativity. Excuse me. There you go. 3, 9, 50, 51. To the universal wisdom and then back to the secrets of the ancestors. She said not before going to Oshun. Okay. Lotus Rose and love. 6-3. Both, yes. Lotus Rose, love real. Love is real. I know it. I am her.